Hi guys, I'm back with one more video today on Riskless Real Estate. Today I have a guest. He is a lawyer, Mr. Neeraj. Hi Neeraj sir, welcome to Riskless Real Estate.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Yeah. So sir, before we get in topic of discussion today about lands and legalities of lands, so a little bit about you sir first. What is that you do? From how many years you are in this profession? And what all services do you offer?
See, I am into this profession for last 10 years.
Okay,
and basically we are into verification of documents, particularly property documents.
Property documents.
Yeah, title search reports.
Okay.
And we carry out a due diligence on properties.
Okay.
And after completing the due diligence, we give written opinions.
Okay. And from how many years you're doing this?
For last 10 years.
Okay. You have your own firm?
Yes.
What is the name of the firm, sir?
NN Associates.
NN Associates.
Yes.
Okay. So, and what kind of properties do you, is it only lands or any kind of property like apartments, villas?
Yes.
Commercial spaces?
We handle all kind of immovable properties.
Okay.
That will include flats, apartments, independent houses, farmlands, agricultural lands, commercial properties.
Okay. So sir, about commonly asked questions, many of our subscribers are asking this. If we are buying a farmland, అంటే ఏకర్స్లో కొనేటప్పుడు వాట్ ఆల్ డాక్యుమెంట్ షుడ్ బి చెక్ అంటే స్టార్టింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఫస్ట్ టు ద లాస్ట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద ప్రాసెస్ వాట్ ఆల్ డాక్యుమెంట్ షుడ్ బి గో హెడ్ అండ్ చెక్ టు మేక్ షూర్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఈస్ సేఫ్
See, for complete due diligence, you need to start verification right from 1954.
1954?
Yes.
Okay.
Wherein government will have records called pahanis.
Pahanis?
Yes.
What are these pahanis, sir?
Pahanis are government revenue records which will reflect name of the landlord.
Okay, so manually it is done or it is digital?
In 1954 it was manual.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's basically pattedar, what we call in general language.
Okay.
Whoever owns the land, they are called pattedar.
The land owner is called as?
Pattedar.
Okay, and pahani is a document which proves the ownership.
Exactly.
Is that right? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, starting from thereafter you need to check the pattedar passbooks, title deeds.
Okay.
Then, if at all there are any sale transactions, then there will come into picture this mutation proceedings.
Okay.
Which are revenue documents showing that there is a transfer of ownership.
Okay, see, for example, assuming I'll take a use case, assuming I'm buying a property in a village and I have to check the revenue records from 1954.
Yes.
And obviously ownership would have changed multiple times.
Right.
So you are saying that you would check mutations all from 1954.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And what is that pattedar passbook?
That is a document given by the government. When you own a land, government will give you a document showing that this is your passbook.
And where can we get that document, sir?
It's issued by the government, MRO office.
MRO office. And that pahanis?
Pahanis also, it's a government record. It's not given to anyone. Only certified copies are issued.
Okay. It's a record maintained by the government. Again, MRO office.
Yes.
Okay. So MRO is responsible to give you those documents.
Right.
Just a copy of it.
Exactly.
Okay. To prove the proof of the ownership.
True.
Okay. So what I understand is pattedar passbook, which is a document which is in our hands, which is the farmer hands.
Yes.
And the pahanis are with the government.
Exactly.
We can just take a soft or a Xerox copy of it.
Right.
Okay. Apart from these two, mutations.
Mutations.
So what are these mutations, sir, and how to check them?
Basically, when there is a transfer of ownership from one person to another person, the purchaser will approach the government saying that
MRO office, government.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They will approach the government saying that I have purchased the land from so and so person, and my name should be, seller name should be replaced with the present owner.
Okay. So it's a change in the name.
Right.
Okay.
Name change.
That is mutation.
Exactly.
Okay. And so in this case there will be hundreds of mutations, isn't it?
Depends. It
on
depends
the number
on
of
if someone is not selling for years also, they will keep the land on the same name, right?
Okay.
So until unless there is no sale transaction, there is no requirement for mutation.
Okay. So if from 1954 no transaction, no mutation, only one owner.
Exactly.
Okay. Mutation in simple language means name change.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
In case, assuming I bought a land from Mr. X, okay, but the name change has not happened on my name yet.
Okay.
Am I in a problem? Can I be in a problem in the future?
Because there is no sale transaction, it will be on the same name, right?
Assuming I buy it and I forgot, I checked the documents and somehow, because I heard this cases very frequently saying that mutation didn't happen.
Right.
Okay, because land is owned by me right now, but somehow it shows the previous owner name.
Right. Because you have not gone for a name change.
Okay.
So the seller name will reflect in the revenue records.
Is it problem for me in the future?
Definitely.
Okay. So what should I do for that mutation?
You need to approach the government,
Okay.
make an application for name change.
Okay.
Then accordingly they will pass an order
Okay.
saying that so and so name person has purchased the land and he has provided this document saying that he has purchased the land. Hence his name is added into this record.
Okay. Perfect. So 3 things I understand. One is Pattadar passbook.
Yes.
Second is Pahanis. Third is mutations.
Right.
Any other documents, sir? Apart from these 3?
And these are only, say, names will change.
Okay.
There might be a gift transaction
Okay.
between father and son.
Okay.
There can be any other transactions like they have exchanged some land between 2 parties. So all these transactions will come into picture when we go for due diligence. I mean to say verification of documents.
So what kind of, are these linked documents you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
In
Linked
short, you can say linked documents.
linked documents. So how do you verify whether this sale deed transaction has happened in a gift way or that way? Like what kind of process generally a lawyer does?
See, basically we approach the registration office
Okay.
if it's a registered document.
Okay.
If it's a unregistered document, say they have purchased through a receipt on white paper.
That is also legal?
No, it's not legal, but usually what they do is they go for agreements.
Okay.
And they exchange lands, they sell and purchase lands.
Okay.
Now, because I'm talking about recent times wherein they go for registrations.
Yes.
Earlier, people were just saying that we have purchased lands and they used to exchange lands, sell and purchase lands. They used to approach the revenue department and they used to make an application for name change and it used to happen.
Oh, they should do it also.
Yes,
Without registration, name change used to happen.
Yes, earlier.
Mutation used to happen in simple language.
Right, earlier.
So,
Not now. I'm
not
talking
now.
about sometime back before 1980.
1980. Okay.
Okay. Now, after 1980, registrations have taken a strong position, and without registration, people are not going for purchasing lands.
Okay.
But earlier, they were doing this, and that's how we need to check whether there are any mutation proceedings when we purchase a land or not.
You have to approach the registration office.
Yes, registration office, then revenue department.
Revenue department. Okay.
Yes.
And how would you check that, sir? Based on survey numbers, or like what is the basis of these checks?
See, basically on the name of the seller.
Name of the seller.
Yes, seller. Then
Okay.
the survey number also is required.
Okay. So based on the name of the seller as well as survey number, you do all this due diligence.
Right.
So linked documents.
Yes.
So 4 things I understand. One is Pattadar passbook, Pahanis, you said mutation, and linked documents.
Right.
Okay. Now, can a person, normal person, like assuming me, who is not a lawyer, can he do all of this alone? Is there a way to do this
See,
without taking a professional service?
it's always advisable that you approach a professional lawyer
Okay.
because at times you may not understand the link.
Okay.
You may not understand certain things which only a professional will understand.
Okay.
And in case if you take it for granted, then the entire transaction will be in soup.
Okay. So can you give some examples from your experiences?
See, I can't give you some particular examples, but I can tell you where the problem will start.
Okay.
If you take a chance, I will tell you an example wherein people invest say 50 lakh rupees in a farmland.
Okay.
And they go for this, they check passbooks, they check EC, and they can say that it's okay.
What is EC?
EC is the encumbrance certificate issued by the registration department.
Okay, now what does that document talk about? Linked documents?
Yeah, it will show the sale transactions on that particular survey number between the two parties.
From 19,
No, whenever it happens.
whenever it happens. From the oldest is how long?
No, it will start only from 1980.
1980. Okay. From 1980 till recent, what are the transactions done?
Yes.
That is EC. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now what happens is, if you check the EC, you will not find any problems. It will only show the sale transactions. But in general, what I see is people think that once the EC is clear, property is clear.
Okay.
Title is clear. You can go and purchase the property. But they fail to understand that there are certain issues, like you need to check whether there are any mortgages, liens, attachments, any government land involved in that property, assignment land, third party litigations, court cases. These are all things you need to verify before going for any purchase of property.
So what are these assigned lands and government lands and all that you mentioned?
Assigned lands are the lands given by the government to the poor people
Okay.
who can do agriculture, and they do it for their livelihood.
They cannot sell it.
No.
And if I buy it, it's illegal.
Yes.
Okay.
You cannot make any sale transactions in government
It
assignment.
won't get registered also. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Similarly, there are chances that government will give you land for agriculture, that is government land also. At times they give it for shelter.
Okay.
People who don't have shelter, government will issue land only for shelter purpose. But you cannot sell that land.
Okay. So all this we cannot check in EC.
Yes.
So how does a lawyer does all of this, sir?
We check with the particular mandal office.
Okay.
We go to the particular mandal office, we take out all the documents pertaining to that survey number and seller. Then we check with the court.
Okay.
Yes.
So how long this process takes? For example, there is a property which you are doing a title search. How much time does it take, sir, approximately?
See, it will from 5 days, minimum 5 days, maximum 7 days.
7 days. Okay. In 7 days you check all these legalities.
Yes.
And then you give a written opinion.
Absolutely.
Okay. And based on that they can proceed. You give suggestions. Should you buy or
Yes.
not? Okay.
Yes.
Next question is, assuming I bought a land and I'm owning it from last few years,
Okay.
how to safeguard it? అంటే కబ్జా కాకుండా ఎలా చూసుకోవాలి? సింపుల్ లాంగ్వేజ్లో అడిగితే ఆ టెన్షన్ ప్రతి మనిషికి ఉంటుంది సార్. హౌ టు సేఫ్ గార్డ్ దట్ ప్రాపర్టీ?
See, basically, when you purchase a land, you should make sure that you don't leave it vacant.
Don't leave it vacant.
Yes.
Okay.
At least you need to build a watchman room or a small room
Okay.
by obtaining a permission from the relevant authority.
Because in farmland you cannot build actually, isn't it?
You can still get a permission from the Gram Panchayat.
Okay. For what kind of structure we get permissions?
Small structure say that you want a watchman room.
Okay. We get permission.
Yes.
Okay.
So you should never leave it vacant. First thing, you should obtain an electricity bill, and
Okay.
you should construct a small room,
Okay.
and if possible you go for a water connection, get it fenced.
Get it fenced. So water connection also will we get on a land? Like
Yes.
agriculture land?
Provided there is some availability of water connection, they will give you. If
Okay.
at all there is no scope, then we can't do. You can go for a bore well or a well, and make sure that it's well compounded. You
Well
construct a compound wall around the property, and you install a CCTV camera
Oh.
at least. Now, because the property values are going very high, until unless if you don't protect it, then there will be a lot of problems.
So even now it's risky to buy these farmlands. Kabza do happen even now in 2021 right now, because a lot of digital is happening.
Yes, because only due to the ignorance of the landowners.
What kind of ignorance, if I ask you?
Because they will purchase the land
And they'll forget it.
Right. They should not do that. They should.
Even with plots, you mean the same?
Yes.
Okay. Any kind of property.
No, particularly when it comes to open land, agriculture lands, farmlands, you need to be very careful.
Very careful.
Yeah. when
Because
it
someone
comes-
will occupy a little part of it and you never know.
Yes, it happens.
Okay.
If you are ignorant, if you are not aware what's happening to your property, then definitely there are chances that you will not even identify it, because things will change over a period of time.
Exactly.
And if at all there is no boundaries, no compound wall, if it is not fenced, then you will never identify and you will lose your property.
So when you say electricity bill and water bill, like it is just to create a proof of ownership, is that the reason?
Absolutely.
Okay. And why that watchman room? There is no watchman, so why a watchman room?
See, this will all help you to make sure that your title is perfect. Once you have electricity bill, once you have watchman room, that you can construct a watchman room only once you get a permission. You will get a permission when you have a title.
People won't even look there because this is okay, someone is doing something here.
Right.
They'll stay away from you.
Absolutely.
The people who want to do kabza, they do only deserted properties.
Correct.
Okay.
Because no one is bothered about that property, definitely others will encroach it.
Okay. Perfect. That's a very good suggestion, sir. Any other points apart from these, what we can do?
And you should regularly watch your property.
Okay. Now, assuming I found my property, okay, a clear title property. Now I want to register it.
Okay.
So what is the process? What are things should we take care?
See, in the first place, you need to make sure that your sale deed is ready.
Sale deed is ready. Okay.
Okay. Now, you need to make sure that all the points are covered in the sale deed.
When you say all the points, what points do you mean?
Basically, it should have all the details of the previous sale transactions.
Okay.
And it should have points including about tax, whether they have paid tax or not, or pertaining to the property.
Okay.
Then all the if any government land is included, then they should declare it. If it's not, generally it's not included.
Okay.
They should say that no government land is included.
Okay.
No assignment land is included, and there are no other issues, court cases. These things should all be mentioned in the document.
They should be mentioned, and we should check it, cross check it.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. And once that is done, assuming the dimensions as well, right? Because when you make a sale deed,
right,
there are the boundaries. Like how to check that, sir? Like what is that? Because I understood that's a very important aspect.
Absolutely. See, that is when you purchase a property, you will admeasure the property from all boundaries. You will identify what is the extent of land, and you will identify north, east, west, south, that are the boundaries, and length and breadth of the property.
Okay.
That are mentioned in that fashion with a map.
Yeah, with the diagram, yes.
Yes, that is included in the sale deed.
We should cross check it.
You need to do it. It's mandatory.
Okay.
You need to check from your side.
Okay. And assuming, sir, for example, I do a small mistake in a name while booking a property, will that be a problem in the future?
Yes.
So we should check a name which should be similar to the Aadhaar card or some of the proof which we have.
Absolutely.
Documents.
Absolutely. Okay. Because the owner's identity is revealed by the Aadhaar card. Okay. And if the name is mentioned wrongly in the sale deed, then you have a solution for it.
Okay.
Even if it's gone wrong,
okay,
you can go and rectify it.
Okay, there is a provision.
Yes.
Okay, but first don't do that mistake. Okay, so what I understand is you check all these points in the document, and then what should we do? Sale deed is ready now.
Now, once the sale deed is ready, you need to book a slot.
Okay.
And thereafter you have to pay stamp duty.
Okay, and what is the stamp duty?
Stamp duty is the fees paid to the government.
Okay.
For
So is the registration fees?
Yes.
Okay.
In short, you can say registration fees.
Okay.
And once you pay the fees, then your document will get registered and you will get the copy.
Okay. And they'll send the copy to us, or we have to collect it?
You need to go back to the registration office and collect the documents.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. So I want you to share some of your experiences while doing this title search. What kind of issues you came across? And take koncham special one which you remember, which you want to share.
See, in the process of verifying one property, we have seen that there is a anti-corruption bureau attachment on the property.
Anti-corruption bureau attachment. Okay.
Yes. They have attached this property. Then in the same property, There is a police attachment also.
Oh my God, okay.
And there was a court case also involved in this property.
Okay.
And bank attachment was also there.
Oh. And someone was trying to sell it.
Yes.
Okay.
So these things are not revealed in the EC.
Yes.
These will be revealed in the process of verification.
Okay.
After verifying these things, what I suggest to my client is don't purchase the property.
Okay.
We give a negative opinion report.
Okay. So you safeguarded a customer
Yes.
from getting into a tension property, and you made him tension free.
Absolutely.
Okay. Perfect, sir. So now, before we end, I just want you to share your thoughts and opinions with our customers. Like before buying, what all should they look in, or what is your suggestion for my subscribers?
I will always suggest to approach a professional lawyer
Okay.
who is into property document verification to save yourself from big risk.
Okay, I understand that, sir. And thanks for sharing your valuable knowledge. In case someone wants to reach you, how can they reach?
They can reach us through our website, that is www.propertytitlesearch.in.
Okay, I'll mention the link in the description box. And thank you so much, sir. I'll see you in upcoming videos. A lot of videos we have to make together. Thank you so much, sir.
Sure.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.